Hey there. Hey, I just wanted to take a minute to talk about coworkers and work, okay? Because if you're anything like me or those that I work with, it's a very common theme to be negative about work. It's a very common thing to be derogatory about work. And when you talk to people, they'd rather be a million other places than work. And I get that. I mean, I'm not saying don't want to be somewhere else. I mean, if you want to be on a beach, you want to be on a beach. There's nothing wrong with that. If you want to be on your motorcycle, hey, that's cool. But while you're at work, you need to be present. And so let me talk to you about work a little bit. Instead of looking at everything that's negative and that sucks about work, think about what's good about work. I'm a huge advocate of gratitude. Have a thankful heart. Be thankful for the things going on in life. And so, for instance, instead of always looking at why your coworkers are buttheads, and I said that because sometimes I think that, and I'm just being transparent. However, that's bad because if I'm always looking for what's wrong with them, I'm always going to see what's wrong with them. What you look for is what you will see. What you focus on is what you will gravitate towards. So if you're always looking for the worst in your coworkers, you will always see the worst. If you always look for the negatives in your job, you will always see the negatives. And so maybe start looking at the positives of your coworkers. Start looking at the positives of your job because as you do that, you will see them. If you start looking at that coworker that maybe gives you a hard time all the time and say, wow, he's really good at his job. I'm really thankful that he does X, Y, and Z well because it helps me as a teammate to get my job done. Or maybe say, wow, I'm really glad he does this because it allows me to do this. Or he does this or that, and so I don't have to do that at all, and I don't have to worry about it. And I'm thankful for that. And start looking at that job. What am I thankful for that job? Well, I don't know if you've considered it, but without that job, you wouldn't have a paycheck. Without a paycheck, you couldn't pay rent. Without a paycheck, you couldn't put gas in your car. You couldn't put food on your table. You couldn't do all kinds of things. If I don't have a job, I don't have rent, right? I don't have food. I don't have college education. I don't have the freedom to do the things that I do because I don't have money. Without money, you can't do anything. Zig Ziglar said money's not everything, but it's right up there with breathing. And I tend to agree. I mean, you know, you can live without a lot of things, but try to live without some money because you need it. You can't buy food, can't pay rent, can't go to the movies. That's even better. I mean, you have your needs and then you have your wants. Sometimes I just want to go to a movie. Thankfully, I have a little bit left over that I can go to the movies. Pretty doggone sweet. I mean, just all I'm saying is don't always be a Debbie Downer. Don't always look at the negative. Oh, poor me. Life sucks. My job's horrible. Well, I guarantee you there's something in that job that you can celebrate and you can be excited about. I promise you there's something. It might not be chocolate covered cherries and unicorn horns and sunshine and rainbows all the time, but there's something there that you can just say, wow, that's pretty freaking awesome. That's pretty doggone awesome. Look at me. Yeah. Thank the Lord I have a job, and thank you that my coworkers do their jobs, and although they don't do it perfectly, I'm thankful for them because of this reason, dot, dot, dot. Fill in the blanks. Look at the positive. So all I'm saying is it'll change your world. It'll change your perspective if you start looking for the good in life and not always the bad. So that's about it. All right. Peace.